Hello and welcome back to Raccoon Justice, where justice done the Raccoon way is the only way to do justice. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and if you are new, welcome. Please remember also that you can subscribe to the DFAM membership scheme, which is done by clicking the button below which says join. It's $1.99 a month and you get a range of perks and benefits, and you get to join in the conversation. Further join in the conversation. Anyway, let's get right into the video because plenty to get through. These lot who could not put a single vlog together because they were in a huff when they were away. You know, a 9-minute vlog the other day, and that was when they were living their best life away on this holiday of a lifetime. They come back and they do a 25-minute vlog of pretty much nothing. I mean, they weren't away, they weren't living their best life, they were just... Well, Sarah had her educational hat on. It was lovely to see. She was teaching Jace all the colours of the rainbow and how to, you know, she was giving her tips on how to teach your child all the learning activities, and you know how to create all the learning activities that you want to, you know. She's going to set up her own Instagram account on this very subject to educate people and show people what lovely games that you can make. I'm not entirely convinced, Sarah, that you are the most inspirational person in the world when it comes to anything educational. I'm just saying, it's like you setting up an Instagram group for homeschooling. In fact, that could be your next venture, couldn't it? You know, when vlogging fails, because it will, you can set up your own little homeschooling sort of group or your own school. It could be your own school. In fact, you could have your little, you know, you've got your spare rooms. You know, you could invite all the local kids around and do all the homeschooling, or school as it would, yeah. So, you know, you could be your own little teacher. That's a nice side venture for you, Sarah. Particularly when Baby and Me falls flat on its face, as it's going to as well. Although you did inform us that there is a sale on. The longest summer sale in the history of sales. It's not a summer sale. It was an Easter sale, wasn't it? I remember. I'm sure it was an Easter sale. It was I can't remember what it was now, but it was definitely an Easter sale, and that it was supposed to be for a week, and then it kind of rolled into like an ongoing closing down type vibe that we had going on. And that just carried on and on and on. And even though you've had this massive sale where you say, what, up to 60% off in some instances, you still haven't sold out, have you, Sarah? Still loads of stuff left. It's a joke. You're a joke. But you reckon that you're going to sell it. You're not sure. This was the funniest part of it. You said you're not sure if there'll still be stuff available by the time this vlog goes out. Why don't you think that, Sarah? This is the longest running sale in the history of sales, and you haven't sold anything. Although allegedly you were working with Chris to pack some orders up. What was it you said? Was this a slip of the tongue or was this real? You said that you were with Chris in the garage packing orders. You haven't got all your blankets just lying around the garage floor underneath the sofas and underneath all the summer toys and all the dust and everything. Is that where the blankets are being kept, is it, these days? Don't tell me that's your storage. Did you actually mean above the garage? That's not what you said, Sarah. In the garage. But working on your Christmas designs, I'm glad, Sarah, I'm glad you've taken a little bit of advice, although, you know, you're pushing it a smidge, but, you know, you're going to have to get a shake on, because I assume you've learned a little bit from past experiences here, in that you can't wait until the last minute to order your Christmas designs. You actually have to get them in on time so that people buy them for Christmas. Still need them really realistically by like October, no later, I would say. But you do you. I'm sure you will, because you always do. And it'll be interesting to see if these Christmas designs actually materialise, because I'm still waiting for last year's Halloween designs to be available. It's funny following these, isn't it? Especially when they clickbait somebody else's baby. Newborn baby shopping. Obviously, it's not your baby. Although Chris seemed a bit concerned because you were buying baby clothes. Which would be strange, because he would be the most interested in having a baby. He's usually the one that wants the baby and you're not wanting the baby. So why was Chris so concerned if you were maybe pregnant? It just seemed maybe it was a little bit staged, possibly. Just saying. Just putting that out there. You know what was sad though, Sarah? You talking about Mila's, her hip issues, right? You said that you can't believe it's been 6 months since you had the diagnosis and you had to start the treatment and everything. And you remember when you were first told about it, that you were so worried and you had fear and everything. It's not how I remember it though, Sarah. It really isn't. The way I remember it is you were offered a surgery and you fucked it off to go on holiday. That is the way I remember it. Nothing, no fear at all in there, was there? No, it was all like, oh well, she can wait, you know? She can wait for her surgery. Now Christopher Malcolm Ingham, you promised me months ago, it seems like months ago, you've been on 3 holidays since, but you promised me that that the next time I saw your van, it would look completely different. And you were right. You were right. It looks absolutely different. You have taken everything out of it. Completely gutted the thing. Although I'm not quite sure that's what you meant by it'll look different. I think you meant aesthetically. Which, by the way, is kind of driving me insane, because you promised us something. You said it's going in to the garage and in a few vlogs time we will see it look completely different, right? We won't recognise it. That was 2 months ago or so. And still you haven't shown us. Because you know why this is? It's because you've forgotten that that's what you said, because you're putting the vlogs in such a stupid order and it's all messed up and you forget what you say half the time. Unfortunately, though, your viewers do not forget what you say because they're watching and they're invested in your lives for whatever reason. And you forget that you've said this, and we're still waiting. I want to see what it looks like on the outside, because you said you would show us, and that was like you said in a few vlogs time. That was 2 months ago. Anyway, getting too excited about this, aren't I? One thing that I'd just like to point out though, Chris, you have decided to and I'm sorry, I can't help but make this joke. I mean, you hand it to me, right? You've decided to do away with the winch bed in the van. So you've taken the winch, so you've just basically you were struggling winching Sarah up. It's easier just to have a static bed instead, because winching Sarah up every night was a bit took too much effort. Anyway, sorry, I do apologize. But so this is the way it's gonna go. You're gonna have a static bed up top where you, Sarah, and Mila are gonna sleep. You're gonna have a static bed underneath where Isabel, Esme, and I are gonna sleep. Sorry, probably Jace as well. I don't know. You're just gonna fit them all in, stuff them in there. But what's happening with the table? So it's just the problem that you had last time, right? Was that there was too much faffing about. You had to lower the winch. You had to higher the winch up. You had to take beds away, put tables down, put bedding up and stuff. It was too much hassle. I know, I get it. It's just too much going on there, isn't there? This time you do away with all of that. And where's the table going though? Did you finally decide that having that table for schoolwork was actually a complete waste of time? Finally, you agree with us. It was an absolute waste of time because you're not doing any schoolwork whatsoever. Finally, an admittance. So I agree. Why waste the time and why waste the space with having a school table? Indeed. So I can't wait for your next trip, though. You're telling us that it's the best trip that you've will ever go on, which is, I find a bit of an odd thing to say, really, because you went on this really good van trip last year, last summer, winter, last year. You went on a really good trip. You went to some really, really nice places. You went to Italy and to Switzerland, and you went to that cabin and everything. So you went to some really, really nice places, and you loved it. So what you're saying now, it kind of suggests that wasn't really perfect. After all, you're going on the best one ever this time. So, not quite sure what you mean by that. I can't wait to find out. But first of all, we've got a bloody caravan trip to watch before that happens. Come on, Chris, pull your finger out. Get the van sorted so we can find out where you're going to go. Looking forward to it. So, until next time, That will be tomorrow. Please take care, Chris and Sarah. Everybody else, have a wonderful day. Please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up. Comment everything you want to comment down below and subscribe to the channel. Take care and bye bye.